Aloha. Take a deep breath in and let it go. Another breath in. Be here. Deep breath in. Now what? I love this 3-breath reset button. It's really working for me. I hope it's working for you too. It's a beautiful transition from one moment of your day to the next, from one activity to the next, and from one distinction to the next. So here we are in the realm of service. We want to change the world. We want to uplift the world. Perhaps you too are a wounded healer. Perhaps you too are a compassionate change maker. Perhaps you too are a transformational agent in this human design, this human personal development plan of action. We're going to go into the distinction number 9, which is interdependence. Interdependence, as it's classically defined, is the dependence of 2 or more people on each other. Interdependence, in the extraordinary definition, is the way of living that uplifts the world. Yes, that's exactly the same definition of service, but I see them as one and the same. If we think we're doing it all on our own, that staunch independence and I've got to do it all is going to get us there, I'm going to say it's not going to work. I've tried it. I've tried to carry the weight of the world on my shoulders. It has not worked. It landed me into some very dark places in my mind, some very dark places in my life, some dark chapters of my life. And the pain point that I reached was a place of disconnection. I was unable to tap into a sense of worthiness and belonging. So you'll notice I talk about myself a lot because I don't know what's best for you. I can only guide by example. I think of myself as a role model. I think of myself as being very tuned into what's going on with me, what happened in the past, what's currently going on, and where I might be headed. And from that, I hope to inspire you with, oh yeah, I remember what that's like. Oh gosh, the last time I felt disconnected, yeah, I didn't feel like I fit in. I didn't have a sense of belonging. My sense of worthiness went down the drain. I share these with you to let you know you're not alone. My journey of transformation is not a linear trajectory of, okay, I used to be an alcoholic who was in abusive situations, who made decisions based on fear and lived in a state of disconnection and woe is me, to, everyday enlightenment. I live in paradise, all is well, status quo, period, full stop. It's not a linear process. My experience is much more circular, and the spiritual masters and guides that I work with, that I've followed, have a similar experience. We go through life and we come across similar experiences. Oh yeah, I remember that. But we relate to it differently. And one of the things that I'm understanding more and more as a way to get out of that independent, terminal, unique thinking is this quality of interdependence. A reliance upon, an interbeing, interbe, as Thich Nhat Hanh calls it. Interdependence is a deep sense of interbeing and ultimate connection. It is a sense that I need people and I am responsible. It's that big both and that I talk about so much. Personally, I have wrestled with the inherited messages of being strong, being independent, and having my heart's desire to have maximum relational health and be a maximum service to others. But I've been conditioned and programmed to think that it's just up to me. So what I do with this interdependence is I recognize that I have, yes, both the ability to self-soothe, step into command central of my nervous system, and be of service to others and rise like a mighty wave. We rise together to uplift this world. In Hawaii, there is a saying, Olelo Hawaii proverb. Proverb is an interesting phrase. It's a saying that goes, I ola oi, I ola maukau nei. It sums up this beautiful essence of interdependence. My life is dependent on yours. I ola oi. Ola is life. I ola oi. My life is dependent on yours. I ola maukau ne. Your life is dependent on mine. So I like to think of it as if we uplift each other. It's not like, oh, someone's dependent on me and pushing me down, or I'm dependent on somebody else and don't know how to stand on my own 2 feet. Absolutely not. I know how to stand on my own 2 feet. You too know how to stand on your own 2 feet. Try it. Try it right now. Hop up. Stand up. Imagine this visual around you. I am the web. I am the spider weaving the web. I am connected to all things. Relax and release into that web of interconnectedness without feeling like you're the fly that's going to get stuck in somebody's spider web. Know that you are weaving your own web. Step into the power of that. Step into this sense of interconnection. I've reached the end of my notes for interdependence, and I want to just let that be enough for today. So it's a little bit of a shorter video for today. It's a deeper thought. It's a deeper way of being. So I want you to put that into practice. So use the extra time today. We're going to wrap up a little bit early, but as you're cultivating 20 minutes of me time, think about how you can embody interdependence. Is it feeling the tree reaching up to the sun and the roots reaching down for the water and going out and being with that tree, feeling that energetic exchange with it and doing tree pose from yoga? Arms outstretched, legs rooted down in that grounded connection. Take your shoes off, take your socks off, even if it's wintertime, for just a few moments. Connect in with Mama Earth. Feel the interconnection. Watch the clouds go above. Imagine that you are not alone, that your sense of worthiness and belonging is your God-given right. There's nothing you need to do to dwell there. Aloha and be well. You matter. Your relationships matter.